This is the story of my life, yeah. This is the story of my life, yeah. I knew I had to let go. What is good, you guys? It's your boy Joey Sings, and welcome back to the channel for a brand new video, honey. Yes, y'all done read the title right, you guys. We is getting back in the crew, Lord, and they done stayed in the haunted mansion or something, Lord. Something about some paranormal activities, baby, and y'all already know I am scary. So I don't even know what I'm getting myself into, but if you is not a backup singer before we get into the chaos, go to become one, smash the subscribe button as well as hit that bell to get notified when I upload brand new videos like this, y'all. Here we go. Alrighty, you guys, I got the video pulled up. I'm nervous and excited. Here we go.
Guys, we have to tell you something. What are you doing?
What? Save 22.
No! There's no time for news. Stop! Alan, stop! No! No! Okay, Alan. Get out of here.
It's the coupon for me. I just got scared. I just got real scared. They is setting the scene, Lord, for the spook. Oh, they finna get, okay. Oh, Lord.
Spooky stories with the crew.
It's actually just one story.
One story! Wait, that's a fire hazard.
Yeah.
That really Before we move on with the spooky experiences, I have to bring you all the way back to the beginning of how this happened in the first place. So I got the chance to interview the head of YouTube Gaming in LA. And at that time, I was like, oh guys, look, we could head to Universal Studios, which you will see some clips at the end, so we could go to Halloween Horror Nights. And this is how it all began. Are we ready?
Yes.
Spooky. So, I guess Betty could explain what happened first.
Okay.
And Kat also forgot to mention that Kat and I weren't in the same Airbnb for the first day because we had to be close to YouTube space. So we spent one night like away from
In
where
a
they
beautiful hotel.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were in this nice.
We went to have a nice.
Yeah, it was
Airbnb.
supposed
After
to be
we were
nice.
spooked.
We were clickbaited. You weren't clickbaited. You got a nice Airbnb that we were totally going to go to.
Yeah, we
after
were really
the
excited.
stay.
Like we were like we
We
can't
had a
wait to
pool,
finish everything
okay?
and then drive down there and spend the rest of our time there.
So now it's your turn.
So since Kat and Kim got a beautiful hotel with an ocean view, we had to find an
Parking
Airbnb
lot
to
view.
stay.
Correction.
Parking lot
The
view.
Google images showed an ocean.
It was a parking lot.
I remember seeing her on the balcony. It was a parking lot.
It was a parking lot.
Yeah, basically it had a lot of rooms that would fit all of us and then also a heated pool. And it was beautiful. In pictures.
Wait, the pool was heated?
It was supposed to be.
It didn't feel heated.
Yeah, it was really cold.
That's why it was spooky.
And literally chills. After an hour drive, we got to the mansion and we got clickbaited! Clickbaited so strong. Well, I don't even know what it is, so yeah. Okay, so we unlocked the door to go into the house. First thing that we noticed was the TV was on, okay? Nobody was in the house before, but the TV was on full blast volume.
And it was like a really old TV.
Yeah.
How old?
Like staticky.
Like,
Had antennas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have turned around right there. Right there, I would have picked my phone up and I would have said, hello, hi. Yeah, I'm going to need my money back because I can't stay here. I can't do
there were
it.
actually 3 ancient TVs.
Yeah.
All from a different era.
I don't know if that's like scary to me.
Oh, technology!
So spooky.
My worst nightmare.
So spooky indeed.
Also, when we got into the mansion as well, it like had like a really weird stench. I can't describe it, but it's not like kind of like rotting. It was like really weird. Yeah, like, do you guys even know what the smell is?
I know that some parts of the house, like,
Yeah,
strong.
Now, like something was wrong. But
Yeah.
Was it humans?
no.
I'm joking.
Oh,
And then I finally found the remote. And it was on the table. And I swear, I looked at the table for the remote. It was not there before.
That's okay. Are you sure? Like, you're
Yes.
100% sure.
It's so scary.
What, you think I'm lying?
Okay, it sounds like you guys are just a little crazy.
Yeah, that's what it
No,
sounds
no,
like.
no. We haven't even gone to the spookiest part yet. Okay, so we're just gonna describe like literally everything that happened. We got settled in after all of that, and then afterwards we got and went into the pool because I mean there's a pool
Because
there.
we were like, there's a pool. Let's enjoy ourselves in the heated pool, which wasn't heated.
I didn't go in the pool.
which was not heated.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Well,
it was cold outside.
but you know, once you got used to the cold, you're like, it's okay, it's fine.
Yeah, it was fun.
At the time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show off to Kim. I'm gonna show off at the pool. So I FaceTimed her, and we FaceTimed in the pool.
Yeah, when Alan was FaceTiming me, I was super jealous, and I was like to Kat, I was like, Kat, come look at this. They're like having the best time at that mansion Airbnb, and look, and we're just like sitting in our hotel room, just like waiting
Aww.
for the interview, and we were just so excited we couldn't wait to like go the next day to the Airbnb, so we could also spend our time in the pool as well.
So like any horror movie, we were just FaceTiming them and we were all having a really good time.
We'll
And
insert the pictures.
yeah, here are the photos. And that's Alan being a pickle because why not? But anyways, after that we were like, oh, that looks like so much fun. And I was like, oh, I have to do my interview tomorrow. So after my interview, we would get to go to that nice, beautiful Airbnb mansion
Yeah.
thingy. And I was so excited. But then it all went dark.
Afterwards,
Oh, no.
I did a tour of the house. So I was like, okay. And then I really started looking at the house. And the more I looked, the more I was grossed out. Okay, I was really grossed out.
Yeah, but
I was like, I looked in the drawers. There was like open straw wrappers. I was like, ew, ew. And then I opened the fridge. It was stinky. I was like, ew. And then the board games, they were missing pieces.
and there was
Wait, what board game?
Ouija board. Yeah.
Wait, you're saying there was missing pieces to the Ouija board?
No, I didn't open
Every
it.
board game was missing pieces. Guess Who, Monopoly.
Oh, like you were trying to play them.
There was a Ouija board, and that shook me.
We
I
didn't
was
touch
like,
that.
I was like,
You're like, shit,
Don't.
Good job. Don't touch it.
Oh, where's
And the drawers, some of the drawers were missing. Everything was really old and misplaced. There were some photos in the drawers. I don't know what they were of and who they were of. They were just random, really old, like, photos, like Instax photos, except they were real.
Of who? Like, of a family?
I don't know, they were like, there's like a kid, there's families.
I
It
didn't
was
touch
just really,
those.
it felt like that house was just a giant storehouse of junk. So pretty much to wrap it up, I was being super toxic to Kim. I was like, this house doesn't look like the pictures. This is garbage. This house sucks. And that made something or someone
We love his honesty.
something very unhappy.
This was just him, by the way. When he was saying all these things, like, Benny, look at this. I was like, you know what? Just calm down, you know? Like, I don't know why I was saying that, but I was just like, don't say that too much. I don't know if I felt something was there that maybe.
Or if it was the
serious.
creepy paintings that were really offsetting.
Yeah.
What paintings?
I don't know, there were like portraits, some were naked, like really odd, weird looking portraits.
And there was
of
one
people.
portrait
What?
that was of the same person.
3 of his photos were placed in
I
that
swear it was
house.
4.
Oh,
Wasn't it 4?
I think it was.
Of the same person. He kind of looks like Slappy from Goose. If you don't know who that is.
Oh, we love
But those
Slappy.
pictures were very. They were very.
Slappy was just chaotic,
vivid.
baby.
Yeah, and
They
they
were
were all
dead.
they were all kind of different, but they were all of the same person.
Mm-hmm.
After our FaceTime with Kim, we just decided, you know what? Let's just sit down and turn on the main TV for some Netflix
Mhm.
or something.
And there is no Netflix, it was not
Ooh.
even connected.
Spooky.
No, there was
That was so
You know what
spooky.
was spookier? We couldn't even turn the TV on.
Oh yeah.
Why?
When we turned it on, it was just a noise. It was, you know, that
Blue
that-
screen.
No, it wasn't. It was the
wasn't,
noise.
yeah.
You know that noise, that
That
black
white
and white
noise.
noise, and that.
Oh,
It was that. And then, so Betty called the landlord and she was like, how do you fix this, yo? And the landlord was like, oh, just press the button. And I pressed the button and it didn't work. And then I tried switching the sources, and every time, like, I was trying to press the channel buttons and the volume buttons, and the TV just kept randomly turning off. Like, there was no pattern. It just kept turning off for no reason.
It was like something was messing with him because he trash talked the house.
What time was it?
It was like 9. No, really?
So I think that was like
10.
after FaceTime.
Yeah.
I said that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, it was 9. 9 spooky.
Yeah. Okay, just after.
And finally, it just wanted to work, and then it worked, and then there was no Netflix. And then I was like, well, it was a waste of time. And then I sat on the bed, and I played on my phone.
So why didn't you guys take photos?
I don't know. Like, usually we always take pictures. Like, everywhere we go, we're like, we gotta take Insta stories,
And
do
lives.
this, lives, and stuff like that. But something just felt like off.
Well, you know. When the energy is off in the house, you know. Okay, you just know not to do some stuff in some houses. Okay, you just feel it. Okay, and oh my goodness, I would have left.
And videos. I feel like if I was there, I wouldn't have cared. I would just.
I know, me.
Yeah, but you guys weren't there, okay? It was
like,
weird.
yeah.
And then nighttime came, and it was time.
And then nighttime came.
Sleepy time.
So normally, I sleep with a nightlight because I get scared of the dark. But there was no nightlights in that house, so I just had to sleep in pitch black darkness with a painting across my feet. Like, there was a painting at my toes. It was just a woman staring at my toes. And I was like, ugh, that painting's so creepy.
Most importantly, did you have nice toes?
No. They were
Oh,
cold.
no.
That's probably
And they
why
look
she's
like
in that
prunes from staying in the pool.
Before everyone went to bed, we all had this really uneasy feeling, okay? And we didn't say anything to each other until after the incident happened.
Also, when I was about to go to sleep, I heard wind and my window was open. And so was everyone else's, so we had to close them. After closing the window in my bedroom, I went to bed. And when I turned off all the lights, for some reason the window, I could see through the curtain. And I just felt like someone was watching me.
I don't know if this was happening all at the same time when we were having all these creepy, like, ghostly instances, but before I went to bed, I turned off my lamp, and then afterwards, I laid there for 1 second, and I heard something. I thought it was knocking. I don't know if it was, like, a low grunt or something, but it scared me enough that I had to turn back on my lamp and, like, think to myself, like, what was that? Like, who is that?
See,
you know? Like,
I
was
wouldn't have
scared.
went to
didn't wanna go
sleep.
But then I sucked it up, and I was like, okay, if you don't go to sleep, you're not gonna, like, have fun at Hollywood Horror Nights, so you need just to suck it up and go to bed. So I turned off my lamp, and, yeah, went to bed.
And I couldn't sleep until 2 a.m. because I kept hearing babies crying.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that the neighbor's babies? But the houses, they weren't close to us. They were pretty far. So I was like, why is there a baby crying? I couldn't sleep.
And keep in mind that we didn't tell each other any of this, okay? We didn't run to each other and be like, are you guys hearing things? No, we just, like, laid there, scared.
Oh my goodness.
Screaming and then it was crying.
It was doing everything.
So,
Because you made fun of the house.
but like, your eyes were shut.
Yeah, I kept
And you
rolling
heard
around
it.
in bed. I didn't want to open my eyes.
Why were you scared there's gonna be like a baby?
I was
Yes.
scared with the lady at my toes painting. Like, I was like, I don't want to see that. I'm just going to close my eyes and roll around. I was like, if I heard something, I was like, I'm not going to open my eyes. Because if you don't see it, you can't do anything.
Okay. Speaking of, since Alan said that he heard babies crying, I was sleeping in a kid room. Yeah.
Maybe it was the baby in Winnie's room crying and you heard it.
Because you were in
Then why didn't she hear it?
I don't know. So everyone was asleep and we heard this beeping.
You heard the beeping. I didn't hear it. I was asleep. I was sleeping.
Yeah, you would have died if you didn't hear the beeping. But we heard beeping and it was a beep, 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 and then it stopped. Like for 5 seconds. And then it would beep again for 3 seconds and it stopped. So it didn't sound like a fire alarm to me, because our fire alarms are different. It's a constant beeping.
It's like
really
ringing.
loud. Like
It's
really
annoying.
loud. So I just kind of let it ring for like 5
times, and then afterwards I thought in my head, is someone in the house? Like, is there a burglar in the house? I got out of bed to check, and there was smoke coming from like this locked door that we couldn't get into. Like you know how sometimes Airbnbs, like, they don't let you go into certain rooms? Well, we couldn't go into that room, but there was smoke coming out of it, and it was like filling up the living room area, the kitchen, and then that's when I screamed. I was like, there's a fire in the house, like, there's a fire. Yeah, and then everyone like woke up. Alan didn't wake
I
up.
thought you were joking.
No, he thought we were joking.
For some reason in my head, I was like, she's trying to get me to wake up at 3 a.m.
I feel like when we were kids, we would never joke about that.
Yeah,
So I don't know why you
Alan.
thought that, Alan.
Right,
There was
Alan.
a literal fire. And then he was telling us,
I felt like it was a dream. I was like, this is a dream. And I was trying to sleep.
I had to slap Alan with pillows to wake him up.
yeah, and it was like a serious fire. Like, when I'm saying a fire, it wasn't a little fire. It was whatever fire was behind that door. It was popping. Like, things were popping in there, and it was loud. So
Half of
it
the
was
house is already smoking.
serious. Yeah. When we were running out, I couldn't breathe. Okay, and then afterwards, when the fire was done, like couple days later, when I like blew my nose, there was black charcoal everywhere. So that's how serious it was.
Wait. So you know that question when people say, if you could take something
Oh
out,
my
when you
goodness.
run out of like a house of fire, what did you guys take? I'm just curious.
Yeah, what did you take?
What was the first thing you took when you ran out?
I took my snacks. Kidding. I took my passport. Smart.
I took my phone.
Dumb.
I was kind of dumb, and I like grabbed everything. That is not what
Oh
you're
yeah, I forgot to explain. She was the one freaking about the fire.
She was the last one to come out.
Me and Winnie were waiting at the door, and we were like, "Where's Betty?" And she like comes out hauling like her whole truckload of luggage, like she's gonna flee the country. You're like, what the heck?
Okay, I'm sure the house wasn't gonna explode yet. Okay.
You said it was crackling.
Yeah, I know, and I was scared, but I was like, what if I don't have my stuff? Like, that was scarier to me.
Did you really need the Q-tips?
Yes, everything.
When Betty finally packed
Everything.
her whole house and life outside, she finally called the fire department.
By the way, like, it seems like this is taking a long time, but literally this was in 5-minute time span. Like, it was like we were like moving.
You did
fast
not
because-
take 5 minutes.
No, it probably seemed like a long time, but it was 5 minutes because I called the fire department right away, and then they were like, leave, like, you need to like leave and go 2 blocks down because, like I said, I heard popping and cracking from whatever room that was. I didn't know what room it was. So when they came about 4-ish minutes later, they drove all the way to us. That was like 2 houses down, and then afterwards they said, is this where the fire is? And I was like, no, like, literally there's smoke coming out of the pipe of whatever room that is. And then when they saw it, they were like, oh no, okay, you guys, we gotta back it up fast, like come on guys, move it. And I was like,
How did you miss that?
Smoke coming out
You
from
know
the
what?
door.
Do better,
The
firefighter.
chief popped back into his fire truck, and then afterwards they reversed it all the way back to the house, and then they started putting out the fire. So then we just had to sit there and wait for them to put it out. And this was all happening at 3 a.m., by the way, so everyone was very tired.
And it was really foggy outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was so foggy, I couldn't see a meter in front of me when I was walking.
Yeah, and we were in our pajamas.
Good time for Insta story.
Yeah, we were in our jammies. Everyone was looking at us like we were crazy people
I mean-
after.
Oh
I
no.
wanted to FaceTime Kim and be like, yo, stuff is happening. But
Yeah,
then
like,
Betty
it's a
was
fire.
like, don't stress them out.
I knew that Kat had an interview the next day, so I didn't want to like wake them up at 3 a.m., stress them out, and be
That
like,
is
"There was
so
a fire."
so
Like,
respectful.
we just got out of a fire, so then we just decided to tell them after all the commotion.
Like, after we were safe, we would tell you guys.
An hour and a half after the firefighters like sawed down the doors and everything like that, we were able to walk back into the mansion and get our stuff so we could leave. And when I walked past the room that we weren't allowed to go into, it was actually a garage, and I could see firefighters like carrying out all these like old photo albums that were like half burned, and there was chairs and
Oh my
tons of
goodness.
shelving, like rusty old shelves, like basically everything in that garage was burnt to a black crisp. There was old records.
These photos were old. There was baby photos, family photos. They looked like they were like 1950s or something. And they, like, it made me feel like somebody used to live in that house. But for some reason, their stuff was still there. And it was never cleared out.
Do you think it was the pictures of the man pasted all around?
High
I
likely.
mean, it might have been the burnt portion.
Do you think it was the man that was angry at you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
that's-
trash talking.
And
Well,
he
I mean, now that I think about it, the garage is closest to the bedroom I was sleeping in. Like, if I were to open my window, I could probably see the fire, but I wasn't really thinking about it.
That's why we were like, in the beginning when the fire started, we just thought this is bad luck. Like this is just any old fire. But afterwards, when we started talking about it, we started figuring out that Alan was hearing stuff at nighttime before he slept. I was hearing stuff. Winnie was hearing stuff.
I didn't hear anything. I felt something was watching me.
Yeah, but basically we felt all these spooky things after the fire happened, and then we automatically thought, what if it was because we made fun of someone's, not made fun. What if it was because we Alan kind of trash talked. Alvin thinks this is funny.
Alvin, it's not funny, okay?
Your mama's almost died in a fire.
Do you care about us? Do you care? Who would feed you bacon?
Yeah.
Okay, no, he's not smiling.
Okay.
Now he's smiling.
No!
Alvin, stop! It's 6 a.m. now.
So cute.
And we basically have all of our bags. We're ready to leave because we're like, we are not staying here. Like, there's no way. And then the landlord comes out and she's like, oh, it'll only take like a couple hours, 3 hours. I'll clean it up and you guys can stay here for the rest of your time.
And we were like, no, you can keep your haunted house. Give me that money back.
Yeah. We booked it out of there, okay?
Period.
We were not staying in that place.
One issue.
Mm-hmm.
It took an hour for an Uber to get to our location because it was 6 a.m. and no one was driving.
Yeah, so we technically could have
Oh,
booked it out
dang.
like speedy
Okay,
out
so
there,
you
but we
booked it out.
tried. After 2 hours, we finally got to like LA downtown, and I was still in my pajamas. Okay, and these aren't like sweatpants, t-shirt, like they weren't cute. Okay, they were like I had like strawberry patterned shorts.
So real pajamas.
Yeah, strawberry t-shirt. So we were walking around downtown in our pajamas. We looked like a crazy people. And we tried to book a hotel to stay for the rest
We smell
of
like
the 2
smoke.
nights. That's also true. We smelled like smoke. Like we were
They
done,
just a
okay?
bit
Did you
through
have
it.
smoke all over your face?
No.
Like that would have been funny.
What do you mean? That would have been horrible.
So we find a hotel online and it says it has rooms.
Mhm.
Okay. So we go up to the counter and the lady's like, oh yeah, we do have those rooms.
And this was
But-
a nice hotel, by the way. Okay, like it was a fancy hotel.
Yeah, so she was like, we do have those rooms, but you can't check in yet. So we were like, can we check in? Like, we're stinky, we smell like smoke.
I
We-
even
told them our
explained to her.
situation.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, let me just go check with my manager. And then later, another lady comes back and she's like, we don't have any rooms.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know what that girl told you, but there's no rooms. And
We were
then
like completely sold out, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? That lady just told me you had rooms, and now you're telling
Maybe
me
it's
that
because you guys look
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
crazy. She was yelling at it like it was our fault.
yeah, she was
Yeah.
yelling like we were crazy. She was like, there's no rooms left. No rooms left.
Yeah.
No rooms.
And we were just so tired and sick of this.
And then
We were
after
pretty angry. Okay.
Betty was like, go ask that lady. She said there was rooms. And then that lady looked at that lady. She like dead eye stared. And she was like, why'd you tell them there was rooms?
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, there are rooms, but you can't make reservations.
Yeah. I feel like they were judging us. Like maybe they
That's
thought that
definitely
we
what it sounded like. Just
were
rude people.
to stay at the hotel because of the way we looked, but you know, I was kind of like turned off anyways. Like I was like, I don't want to stay here if you guys are treating people like that.
Yeah.
Like we want to stay, but if you guys are gonna turn us away just because of like what we're wearing, and I agree, we do look crazy, but under the circumstances,
We're like, take our money.
yeah, we
We
just ran
explained
from a
ourselves.
fire, okay? After 45 minutes of searching for another hotel to stay at that night or that morning, we finally found
a hotel, and we went there, and they accepted us right away. So
Yay!
And then we had fun at Universal Horror Nights.
Alan had lots of fun.
We hope you enjoyed their first ever scary story. The story was very real. Too bad Kim and I didn't get to experience it.
Too bad we didn't get to experience.
I know, but like, I would like to see. Actually, never mind. I take everything back, guys. If you enjoyed it,
I take it back, right?
smash it and subscribe if you
Look
are
at the
new.
puppies.
Now it's time to play the Halloween Horror Nights clips. That seemed cooler like the movie. This was really late.
I'm excited. See, I would have a heart attack off rip.
I'm ready. They're probably not gonna scare me because they see me doing this, right?
If you want to do this, you have to walk farther so they can walk behind you.
No, I'm not walking farther. I'm not walking anywhere. Wait, you guys get forward a bit.
I love their ears. I have never been to Halloween Horror Nights. They just walk up on you like that. Heart attack me. See, I'm scary. Yes, for the Stranger Things thing. Yo, this was super good. I thought it was gonna be a lot spooky. Okay, I was scared at first, and then it got good. But also, Lord, I'm happy they okay. Period.